What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, the one and only, and today we're diving into Samsung's brand new Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus. Now, these did release a few months ago, and I've just had a little bit of time play testing with them and seeing what they're all about. These are Samsung's latest compact flagships, packing the same cutting-edge chipset, refined design, and Galaxy AI features that promise to change how you use your phone day to day. And being a big Apple snob, it's always interesting coming from years and years of iPhone use, switching over to Samsung and seeing what they're all about. The big difference between the two, that is size, battery, and pretty much charging speeds and display resolution, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. But otherwise, you're looking at the same hardware and feature set. The S25 Plus, though, sits in a bit of an awkward position. It's $200 more than the base S25, but its only upgrades are the larger display, crisper display, and double the storage capacity. That pricing puts it directly against the iPhone 17 Pro, now coming in at $1,100, which makes things tough because Samsung's 3x telephoto feels a little bit behind. Still, there's a lot to love here, so let's break it all down. Alright guys, so getting started with a quick unboxing. The unboxing experience is the exact same for both models, of course, just that the S25 Plus box is a little bigger. We have our Galaxy S25 branding at the bottom with a silhouette of the S25's chassis. Now the Samsung S25 starts at $799 USD with a base starting storage of just 128 gigabytes. Honestly, that's not much for a flagship in 2025 in my opinion. The S25 Plus, however, starts at $999 USD, but bumps that starting storage up to 256 gigabytes, and both come in your choice of 4 interesting colors. I got my S25 in the cool mint color and the S25 Plus in classic silver shadow, but it also comes in an icy blue or navy. So back to our box. On the sides, we feature faint Galaxy S25 branding and Samsung branding on the other side, nothing up top, and on the bottom is all of your serial number information. On the back, we see the contents of our box, which we're about to explore. We have 2 pull tabs at the top and bottom, which makes this unboxing super easy. So after we tear those off, lift the lid, and you'll see your brand new shiny S25, nice and cozy, just hanging out in its tray with a pull tab to pull off a film that protects the screen during shipment. But we'll set that off to the side for now and dig deeper into the contents of our box. Inside, we have a small cardboard envelope that has a SIM ejection tool, something I'm super thankful is still featured on the S25 line here in the US, a physical SIM option. That always makes it really nice and convenient. We also have a quick start guide as well as our terms and conditions, something I'm sure every single person reads from start to finish, and our USB-C to C cable to charge and sync our device. Finally, let's head back to the star of the show, pull off the plastic film, which is always super satisfying, press and hold the sign button for about 5 seconds, and you'll see the Samsung logo light up, which means you'll soon be ready to set up your brand new Galaxy S25. Alright, so design-wise, the Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus stay true to Samsung's current language. Flat sides, flat display, and that minimalist triple camera array on the back. The biggest upgrade here is durability. Samsung swapped to enhanced armor aluminum 2 along the frame, giving the phones extra toughness without sacrificing that premium feel. Both phones are still IP68 rated, meaning they can shrug off dust and survive a dip in water without breaking a sweat. They're thinner and lighter than last year's models, making them more comfortable to hold while keeping that sleek flagship appeal. The S25 standard comes in at 6.2 inches with a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. That's good for 416 pixels per inch, while the Plus extends that to 6.7 inches and steps up to 1440 by 3120 pixels, and that's good for 513 pixels per inch, technically better. On paper, that does technically give the edge to the Plus, giving a sharper and crisper display. The kind of detail only tech nerds like me will actually notice though. Both displays are capable of reaching a peak brightness of 2600 nits, so whether you're in direct sunlight or in a dim room, the visuals pop just the same. For everyone else, both panels look gorgeous. Bright, fluid at 120 Hz, and easily among the best in the business. The S25 Plus may have the edge in sharpness on paper, but in daily use, both are absolutely fantastic. But when it comes to performance, both phones do a solid job, but this is where we see another separation between the two models. The Galaxy S25 packs a 4,000 mAh battery and supports up to 25-watt wired charging, while the S25 Plus steps it up with a larger 4,800 mAh battery and faster 45-watt wired charging. Wireless charging remains the same at 15 watts across both. Plus, you've got reverse wireless charging for topping up accessories on the fly. There's no change to the Galaxy S25 Plus's charging speed compared to last year, but at 45 watts wired, it's still pretty quick, especially if you're just looking to top up in a short amount of time. In just 15 minutes of charging, the battery gets up to 38% capacity, while 30 minutes usually yields around 70 to 75%, plenty to keep you powered through the day. The standard S25 with its 25 watt max simply can't keep up, and while it's fine for casual users, power users will feel the difference. Battery life itself also gets a nice bump this year thanks to the efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy chip. I do have a battery drain test coming up pretty soon on the S25 line, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. The Plus stretches that further with a bigger cell, meaning that the battery life in general is going to be better on the S25 Plus, though honestly it's not as dramatic of a jump as you'd expect given the larger capacity. One of the few areas where the Plus feels like it should have done more, especially considering its pricing. Now, let's talk about what really sets the Galaxy S25 lineup apart. Galaxy AI paired with One UI 7. Samsung has doubled down on AI this year, and it's not just fluff. You've got tools like Now Brief, which gives you a daily digest of your calendar, health stats, weather, and even meditation tips right from the lock screen. Gemini has replaced Bixby as the assistant, but Samsung's integration goes deeper. You can chain multi-step commands across apps like set a reminder for 5 p.m. and pause my music, something that I get so frustrated with Siri because it can't handle two tasks at once. It's really annoying. AI also makes searching your photo gallery or tweaking settings feel natural with plain language requests, while features like audio eraser and AI-powered editing in the camera app make daily use genuinely smoother. It's not just gimmicky. These AI touches are practical and make a real impact on how the phone fits into your day-to-day. When it comes to cameras, both the Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus keep things identical across the board. You're getting a triple lens setup with a 50 megapixel main sensor, a 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor, and a 10 megapixel telephoto with 3x zoom, along with a 12 megapixel selfie shooter on the front. While the hardware itself hasn't changed dramatically from last year, Samsung's refined its computational photography game with the updated Pro Visual engine. That means photos now look more natural with better color accuracy and reduced oversaturation compared to older models. Low-light performance also gets a nice lift, producing video options for color grading, plus AI-powered editing tricks like object removal and portrait studio effects. In short, you're not just buying solid hardware, you're buying into one of the most feature-rich camera ecosystems around in the game right now. This is a truly top-tier camera system that easily holds its own against the very best in the industry. So, what's the verdict here? This is where it all comes together. Overall, the Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus deliver what Samsung promised, a refined flagship experience with smart upgrades in performance, efficiency, and AI. Compared to last year's S24, the biggest difference are under the hood. The Snapdragon 8 Elite tuned for Galaxy, improved cooling system, better battery life, and that smarter camera processing. That said, the core DNA is familiar. Design, build, display, and camera layout haven't radically changed, and that's a good thing for consistency and user comfort. If I had to pick one model, the standard S25 is the best value hands down. You get almost all the same features and experience in a more compact, manageable size for $200 less than the Plus. The S25 Plus does offer a larger screen, crisper resolution, and faster wired charging, but those advantages only really matter to power users or those who want the extra real estate or tech nerds like myself. For most people, you'll be more than happy with the standard S25. So ultimately, what do I truly think? I genuinely think Samsung played it smart this year. They didn't reinvent anything, but the refinements are telling, especially in how the software and hardware work together. If you want flagship performance, future-ready AI tools, and a great camera system, you're in for a real treat with both phones. Choose based on size, battery needs, and how much you value the sharper display and faster charging. Either way, you're getting one of the most balanced and future-rich flagships of 2025. Ladies and gents, if you own one of these phones, drop your experience down below. I'd love to hear it. That's been it for this review. I do have future Samsung content coming up, including that battery drain test and also a review of the new S25 Edge and the new S25 FE, which brings a terrific value. I'd say it's one of the best values in tech right now. So stay tuned, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I cannot wait to catch you all in my next video.